If you want to get into an art gallery or you're thinking about getting into an art gallery, this video is exactly what you need because we will be explaining how to do exactly that. And throughout the video, I will also explain to you which person you have to contact to actually have a chance to get into the big art galleries. And let me say, it's not the owner. It's not the receptionist. It's not a curator. It's not even the collectors who bought from the gallery. It's none of that stuff. It's the one person that nobody cares about, but it's the actual person that can get you in. But first, let's talk about some of the basics so we get our head wrapped around this whole thing completely. My name is Dries Ketels. I'm an artist myself. And without further ado, just let's dive in. So, first of all, here are two recommendations that you often see. Number one, never send emails to galleries. They don't open them, they don't read them. Never do that. And number two, send emails to galleries because you only need one to succeed. Send it thousands. If one succeeds, it's perfect. It works. Now, both of these recommendations are complete BS. They're just not good. Let me explain to you why. The first one, they don't read them, they don't open them. That's just not true. I've sent many emails when I didn't really knew how to kind of get that connection. I sent many emails years ago to galleries with a tracker behind it, a banana tag tracker. And I saw how they not only opened the emails, but they also clicked on the links. They clicked on the links because their attention was grabbed. And then I could track that all the way into my website and saw that they spent 5, 10, 15, sometimes even half an hour scanning the work and actually consuming the whole thing. And so they opened and they read. Now, they didn't send anything back. None of them. And that's where it all boils down to, because at that time I didn't understood why they were not sending back. My art was great, I worked hard on it, I did something like, at that time I was painting with lightning from the sky as the first and only human being doing that. And so it was catchy, it was attractive, it looked good, they were interested in it because they scanned it, they read the whole thing, but they didn't send back. And so I didn't understood that, and here's the reason why they didn't send back. The quality of your art probably matters way less than you think it does. What these gallery owners want to see is they want to see track records. They want to see how many paintings you already sold. They want to see what network you have. This is crucial. What network you have. How many collectors are backing you up. How many, perhaps even patrons, are behind your work. And they want to see that networking capability. And they cannot see it inside of the arts. They can't. And here's the thing. They know that most artists don't have any network. They know that. And they of course assume that most artists, if not all artists who send direct cold emails, don't have network. Otherwise they would tap into that network and try to leverage that network. And so that's why they are sending emails. And out of that assumption, they have a rule to just never reply back. And so even though when they're interested, even though your art is amazingly great, even though it's very catchy, for example, painting with lightning, they will not reply because of that reason. And because of that reason, we can also understand that the second advice, you only need to be right once, will not work. It will not work. And so that's for the first thing. Now, the second thing that you often get advised is to just cold approach galleries. Just cold approach them, go into the gallery, talk with the receptionist, and present your work. And there have been artists, there are many stories of artists where that worked. And that's why we think it works. For example, Belgian artist, famous, worldwide famous, he just went in, museum, at that time managed by and he just went in with paintings, with sketches, with works on paper. Thought it was amazing, and his career was launched. And we all know stories like that. But here's the thing: those things will never work unless you're lucky. It's not because your art is so amazing that it will work. No, because you're lucky. It's not an actual tactic. Here's why. The receptionists in galleries, the thing that we call gallery girls, they are designed and educated by the gallery to do predominantly 3 things. Number 1, be very rude to artists. Don't care about them, don't interact with them, don't really listen to them, just don't give a fuck about them. That's literally what some gallery owners say to the receptionist, say to the gallery girl. By the way, the gallery girl is, the traditional gallery girl is the following thing: super hot girl who got her way into the gallery because her father bought art from that gallery beforehand. And that father is a good customer, a good collector, and so he has some leverage over it, and that's why his daughter got into that place in the first place. And so she's educated to not interact with artists. And the gallery owner asks her, whenever artist comes in and you like their work, don't talk to me about it. I don't really care. And the second thing that they are instructed to do is, every time a shoplifter, a window shopper comes by, to just stare them out of the gallery. To just stare them out of the gallery. The gallery, by the way, is also designed to not really be a welcoming place. It's very awkward, very... there's some tension in that room. There are no windows. Traditionally, it's just a white cube with expensive stuff on it. It's super silent. You can barely move. There's no dust remarkable anywhere, and that uncomfortable space is just not something that traditional window shoppers are accustomed to. And so when they come in, they feel already a little bit awkward when the gallery girl is then staring at them, and just in silence. It will take a minute before they go out, and that is as instructed. And so gallery girls, they will not show your art to the gallery owner. Their job is partially to make sure that those 2 types of people don't really spend a lot of time there. Artists and random people that have nothing to do with the arts. And when somebody with a designer bag and a fancy whatever, who looks like a collector and who talks and moves like a collector, comes in, they're instructed to call the manager. They are not instructed to interact with that and build that relationship out. No, that's the task of somebody else. And so that person is not the person that you want to reach now. We're coming at the meat of this video, the interesting part of this video, because there is a person in that gallery that you can reach, and that's going to make all the difference for your career. And it's the person that we generally ignore the most. And you don't see them in all galleries. You only see them in the really high-end galleries in cities located with a lot of traffic coming by. You know, high foot traffic type of galleries that are pretty fucking famous. That's where you will find these people. And these people might be the golden tickets. We're talking about the gallery guards. The gallery guards that you will find all the way back in the gallery or somewhere, taking notice of everything and protecting the art, making sure that nothing happens. Those are the people. First of all, they don't have a rule book coming from the gallery owner that says, like, you have to interact like this with artists, or like this with collectors, or like this with window shoppers. Why? Because the gallery owner doesn't expect anybody to talk to them. They're in their uniform right there, nobody talks to them. Now at the same time, they know everything. They know every single thing of that gallery, way more than anybody in the art world wants to admit. They are there when the artist is fighting with the gallery owner, and they hear that. They know exactly what the gallery owner doesn't like about that particular artist, or about artists in general. They hear the gossip that comes into that gallery, the collectors who gossips, the dealers that gossip, the curators that gossip. They hear everything. They are there, present. And they also interact with that gallery girl. They get all the information from her as well. These guards, they know which art sells and which art doesn't sell. They know what the actual good investments are from the perspective of the gallery owner. They know everything. They interact with those people. But here's the best part. Nobody interacts with them. Nobody values them. And so when you're going to interact with them, you're going to respect them, their time and their knowledge, and you're going to actually take notice of them, they will be flattered as fuck. Because you're the first one doing that in the last 10 years. And that's probably the best chance you have to really connect and really know stuff about that gallery so that you can use that information to then get your way in. The truth is that the gallery guards has more data and more information on that gallery than Facebook and Google and Russia combined. And when you are aware of that and build that relationship out with that person, you might be surprised of what's going to come next. If you like this type of advice, make sure to subscribe, of course, and I will see you next time. Enjoy your day. Ciao, 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 ciao.